Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another product review. So today I want to go over the Dyson V11 Torque Drive. It's a cordless handheld vacuum and it's probably one of the best products in the market out right now. So I've had this Dyson V11 for over the past year. It's performed wonderfully. I got this in the blue version and I love the color. But let's go over the main pieces. It has a standard size bin and it gives you the ability to go over many passes of your carpet, depending on the dust you collect, but it does a good job. It has a true HEPA filtration and a ready-to-use trigger. You'll also notice that there's the auto, boost modes, and then the eco mode. Putting in boost gives you a lot more power, but I'd leave that in auto. Taking a closer look at the cleaner head, you'll see plus and minus. Plus gives you more suction, and minus opens up the intakes to let you vacuum up larger debris. Let's take a look at the underside of what's going on. So whenever you hit plus or minus on the slider, these plastic tabs come down, creating more suction. As they go back up, they open up the intakes to let you go over larger debris, M&Ms to marbles, basically. But overall, the cleaner head is really wonderful. Motorized fully, and it has its own independent motor and sensor system, and I'll show you what that does later. But the first thing you'll notice as you pick this thing up is that the motor head turns the brush and you get a readout on the LCD indicating that it's running. This is in auto mode currently, and the bin has been filling up because I've been using this for the better part of the day, but you can keep going until the max fill and then empty it, please. It's important. But overall, it's a sleek product, pivots left and right, and I'll show you what happens as they go over carpet. It has a good amount of suction power, not too loud, won't wake up the entire house. And you'll notice that this timer on the back, which is the LCD readout, specific to the Torque Drive and the Outsize versions. As you go to the tiled area of the house, see how the battery readout will change to 41? It's taking less power from the battery. So that's how this auto mode works. Saves battery life and ramps up or down when it's needed. Overall, the pivot head works. It's an easy vacuum to maneuver, and it gives you a lot of runtime, about anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes of runtime. So you can clearly finish up an entire floor without any problem. See, the Dyson V11 is actually a really great product, and it's solidly built and it works well. Now, if you're in the market for a Dyson, here are a few questions you might have. The Dyson V10 or V11. I would definitely go with the V11 because it has more suction power, and for the price difference that you get, the V11 is a far better product range than the V10. Now, if you're going with the V11, you have a choice between the Animal, the Torque Drive, and also the Outsize. I would actually go starting from the Torque Drive and the Outsize because you have an LCD digital display. Now, if you're trying to decide between the V11 versus the Torque Drive, V11 Torque Drive versus the Outsize has the advantage of having two replaceable batteries. That's something that Dyson introduced with the Outsize versions. And you actually have a replaceable battery. So if you have one on charge, you're losing charge in one battery, you can replace it and go. The Torque Drive is probably the best in the range because it's right in the middle of the road. It isn't too large, such as the Outsize, which some people have complained about the size of the cleaner head. The Torque Drive is probably the best of both worlds. It has the LCD display on the back, which gives you a battery readout, but also has good suction, and it doesn't quite have the issues with maneuverability as the Outsize. So the Torque Drive is the way to go. I personally have that model, and it's actually been running well. Now, here's a tip. If you're buying a Dyson, I would directly go to Dyson.com because you can actually get the Dyson vacuums with accessories, especially during your Black Friday sales events. As we're going online now, you can actually find good deals on them where you can actually get accessories, and in my case, I got a stand with it. So that's about $150 value right there. So if you're in the market, give it some time, wait till Black Friday sales start kicking in. But with that said, I hope you liked this review and it was in depth, and I'll probably give you some more tips on how to clean your Dyson coming up in another video. A few tips before you go. You want to clean your filter once a month under running water. In my case, I have 2 filters, so if you buy a HEPA filter from Dyson or get one online, it's a really good idea because having your filtration cleaned out is actually one of the sources of problems in maintenance. A second is to clean out your bin, your dust bin, empty it before it gets to the max point. And also another tip is to clean out your cleaner head. Once a month, or even every half month or every so often, you want to take out the cleaner head and clean it. The reason I say all this is because Consumer Reports gave Dyson a lower rating in 2018, but I don't think it's always the manufacturer's problem. It could also be a user issue where people are not maintaining their machines, and also that can influence scores. And if you notice, Dyson has recently received higher scores from Consumer Reports. So that's what I would highly recommend. But yeah, that's about it. Dyson V11, great product, 10 out of 10 from me. But hope you like this review. Please like and subscribe, and have a good one, guys.